Alright, so why don't we start with the Instagram questions. Okay. Let's make sure my tits aren't on display.
Display them for the world, it's all good.
It's not that kind of video. Okay. So I move over. Can you get a little bit closer to me?
Oh, I can get really close to you, that's fine.
Alright. Not knock everything over.
I can't really see anything, so I can be...
Not allowed to wear glasses.
It's all a blur.
So is life. Alright, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You have your drink?
Yep.
There's nothing in your drink.
Yeah, I have a sip left.
You wanna go get a drink?
That's my last one.
Aw, you suck. Hey guys, welcome back. I've got Barry with me and we are going to be answering your questions. There's not a lot of them. I really didn't give you much lead time to submit questions, but we've got some, so let's do this. Alright, we're going to start with questions that came through on Instagram. And the first one that I received, I think she's trying to start some shit. Because the first question is, what is the other person's annoying habit? I'll let you answer first.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. I'm interested to hear this.
Annoying habit. Okay, little background information on Barry here. Little bit of OCD going on. Shit's got to go in place. Clothes have to be put away, not on the floor beside the bed.
I think I see where you're going with this. Yes, I have a clothes mountain that just accumulates during the course of the weeks. And then eventually it gets to a breaking point and I put it all away. But yes, I will own that. I will. Your annoying habit. I don't know. You don't really annoy me. I think the only thing is that, like, you are as loud as a fucking bull in a china shop. Like, this man knows no subtlety. So if the baby's sleeping and, like, you go out to take the recycling, which I should be grateful for, like, he slams the door, he drops shit, he, like, trips over his own feet.
Most of that is just clumsiness. I'm just the most clumsy person in the entire world.
Which is why I forgive him. But... like, for the love of God, man, could you please be quiet? If you wake the baby, I will murder you. So, that's about it. That's really, we don't really bug each other all that much. No, we're pretty good. Alright, so then the next question is, what is one movie or TV show that you love that the other can't stand?
For me, I really enjoy It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And she could never get into it. It's just so weird and ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little over the top for me.
Yeah.
I don't really like that. You watch a lot of the shows that I watch, but like...
I'm not a fan of the big drums that you watch, the medical.
Yeah, I watch a lot of like crime procedurals and like Chicago Med and stuff like that, and he's not big into them. I wouldn't say you hate them. You're just not into them.
I don't really hate any show, I just...
Yeah. Well, we have fairly similar tastes, though.
Mm-hmm.
There's some show... There's a few Netflix shows that you want to get me into, and I'm just kind of like, eventually. The 100, I just never got onto that one.
Yeah.
I don't watch, like, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette anymore, but I used to, and you never liked that.
I'm not a fan of reality shows at all. I didn't mind the first season of, like, Survivor.
Yeah.
But
I don't watch a lot of that anymore. I just don't have time for it. So, we don't really... like, we never fight over what's going to be on TV because, like, we just don't care. We don't care enough to fight. We don't have energy for that, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question, I'm trying to be able to read them properly, but it won't let me read them. Okay, there we go. At what age do you want to retire, ideally, and where do you imagine yourself at that stage in life? I'd love to retire now, but that's just not in the cards. So, I mean, like... 65 is fairly standard.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of older lawyers in the area, it's very hard to retire. They have a very hard time, like, letting go. I don't foresee that being as much of a problem. I'll kind of be like, all right, peace out, I'm out of here. Be like 65. It still gives a lot of time to enjoy life after.
Yeah.
When I'm like 75, 80, if I get to that age though, I want to live in a freaking retirement home. These older people who are like, I'm not living in a home. Sign me nice ones. The ones where they like serve you freaking lobster every Wednesday and they do your like all your meals and they clean your place and you just basically gamble and go on field trips. That's the kind of thing that I like. Sign me up. I am down for that. Are you pretty much on board with that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so we're gonna be like rocking the old folks home when we're like 75. 63. Alright, so that, we only got 3 on Instagram. That's totally fine. It's New Year's Eve. There's people doing stuff. We're not.
We're at home filming videos.
We had plans, but then it just kind of all fell apart, as our plans usually do.
Always do.
Unfortunately. But I'm just hopping over to YouTube now because some people, I think particularly one person, left multiple questions. So thank you. Oh, there's 2. There's 2 Lisas that asked questions, so that's awesome. So the first one is more to me. You mentioned, the question is, you mentioned your mom doesn't know about your channel. Do you plan to tell her? Well, I have told her. I still think she understands. My mother is actually my grandmother, so she is going to be 87 in March, and she doesn't know like what's going on with the interwebs. I don't think she really understands what YouTube is, so I've shown her like my Instagram. I don't think I've shown her a video. Have you shown her a video?
No.
No, so I don't think she'd really understand it. When I told her that I had an Instagram account and kind of showed it to her and showed her my following and all that kind of stuff, she really thought that I should be scared that there's like 1,700 or something people following me. And I'm like, no, they're not like actually following me. They just check to see if I've posted pictures. There's like a huge generational gap here that she just doesn't understand. So she kind of gets it. She's been in my makeup room. She just thinks I'm like a hoarder of very specific nature. But I don't really, I can't see myself like walking her through the nuance of YouTube and really sitting her down and playing a bunch of my videos because I don't think she's gonna care, to be honest. So there's that. The next question, I think again is more for me, but there may be some feedback from you as well.
Okay.
And it's from another subscriber named Lisa. It's a different Lisa. I'm considering starting a channel. My husband is super supportive and is encouraging me to, but I think maybe he thinks it will be successful just because he loves me and will watch. How do you get the guts to start yours? I'm a 36-year-old professional, she's an insurance broker, and feel like you and I have a fair bit in common. We're not 20, we're married, and are non-beauty related professionals, and would love any advice you would have regarding juggling both and the fear of embarrassment. So why don't we ask you, Bear, because you were always like super supportive of me, and you still are. When I can't remember how I even broached this idea with you about starting a channel, but if you can recall, like, do you remember, was it just that you were supportive because you support me, or did you actually like think that it would be successful? Do you remember?
I don't remember offhand. I don't remember seeing before you started YouTube. I don't remember seeing a lot of makeup looks from you. So I probably just supported you just for being you. Mm-hmm. And wished you on your very merry way, and
he's like, good, she's out of my hair, I can play video games. Awesome. Do it.
Pretty much. No, I had no idea of the talent that she had, and I didn't see the looks that I see now, and I know she had the Instagram account beforehand, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. I didn't really see the looks.
Well, you didn't get an Instagram account until like just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So he was never really into that. He knew that I liked makeup, but I think you were supportive. Like, you felt that it would be somewhat successful just in terms of my personality.
Yeah. And
then everything else kind of came together, and it's been a learning curve for sure. And I think anybody that does any sort of social media is going to learn that. And then just sort of eke your, like, is it eke your own way out? I don't know. I've had a few drinks. I think that's it. You're going to carve your own path. There it is. In terms of being a 30-something professional and not being a makeup artist, not being a size 0, not, you know, all those kind of things, I think there's definitely a market for that. Like, I think not everybody who's watching YouTube can relate to the 20-somethings who are, like, perfect, and, like, the 22-year-olds who are getting Botox and lip injections.
You're perfect, honey.
Aw, thank you. He's full of shit. Anyways, so I think there's definitely an audience for that, and I think people subscribe more for your personality and more for who you are rather than anything else. Like I know for myself when I subscribe to a channel, it's because I resonate with the person or I really like their personality, they make me laugh or whatever, make me think.
You like want to be their friend when you watch them on
Exactly. Like as long as there's like a connection there of some sort, I think the channel is going to draw its own audience. So I wouldn't worry about that. And a lot of times, at least for myself, when I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm not looking for perfect makeup looks. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking for somebody who is realistic and who does looks that I can potentially emulate. People who do, like Nikki Tutorials does these like completely elaborate, like incredible looks. I will never, ever have the level of like sorcery to do these looks that she does. And so I have a hard time watching them. Like watching a full tutorial through, I'm kind of like, it's wasted effort because I'm not going to be able to do it. So much like if you were watching, like, I don't know, somebody build, like, what's relatable to you?
Like if somebody was playing Minecraft or something ridiculous like that and built a gigantic fortress or a castle out of building blocks or something.
Right, like it's just too advanced, right?
Yeah.
But you could watch from like basics and learn that way and then build from there. So all that to say, I don't think you have to be perfect and I don't think you have to be the most skilled. I think people are really just looking for relatable people. And what advice would I have regarding juggling work and the fear of embarrassment? So I live in fear of embarrassment. Like I have massive social anxiety. I am like terrified of making a fool of myself. It holds me back. Like you can relate. Like we're both kind of the same. Like if you invite us to a wedding, we're going to sit there and be completely uncomfortable. We'll be very happy for you. We're going to be like, please sit us with people we know. Don't make us make small talk. Like we're so awkward. We're adorable.
Yeah, we're fun.
But I talk at a camera and then I edit it. So when I say completely inane, stupid things, I just delete it. So I can really have a lot of control over what the audience sees because I edit what I'm saying. So the level of embarrassment, like the risk of it is pretty minimal because you're able to
cut out the bad parts.
Cut it out and do multiple takes and things like that. So if I ever like filmed a Get Ready With Me and just didn't edit it, your opinion of me would probably go down because just stuff falls out of my mouth that makes no sense whatsoever. He lives with it and I can't edit it around him. So you know the things I come up with.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always make sense. In terms of balancing a YouTube channel and a career, you see the amount of work I put into it. Like it is a lot more work than people think, but I love doing it. So if you're not passionate about it, it's going to feel like work. But if you really enjoy the process, I have to sneeze. Come on. Oh, no. Ah! It ran away. Damn it.
Good job, man.
Okay, so if you find it a lot of fun, then it's a hobby and it doesn't feel like work and you make the time for it. Today alone, I've filmed like fucking, what, 4 videos? Like it's just been insane.
Yay holidays.
Yay. And yay super supportive husband who helps take care of the kids while I do that. Yeah. So, I mean, he makes the time for me. I don't film every day. I don't edit every day. But I do it most days. Some days I just take a break because I just want to be a potato on the couch and that's all there is to it. And I don't feel bad about that because it's not my job. It's not, like we're not relying on this for income coming into our family or anything like that. So you set your own hours and you make the time that you need. And if you need to take a break, you take a break. So the balance is there. It's just dive in. Like, what's the harm? Nothing is going to fall apart if you try. So do it. And if you do start your channel, Lisa, let me know and I'll be sure to like hop on over and check it out and subscribe and give you support. Because that's what we're all here for, and that's the wonderful thing, I think, about smaller channels is that it's just people. And we're not about the brand sponsorships and doing it for the money and trying to outdo each other. It is a very supportive and wonderful community, and I just love it. Like the amount of times that I show you comments from people and I'm like, oh my god, look at this, that's so amazing.
She's so grateful.
Absolutely. So it means the world, and I wish you all the luck with it. Like, I really hope that you do it and have a ton of fun with it. So those are the questions that we got. Somebody threatened to ask us perverted questions, so I'm glad that that person didn't follow through with it. but they did.
Okay.
I'm not saying we would have answered. I'm just saying we would have had an awkward moment reading the question out and then being like, pass. Anyways, that is it. I'm so glad that this one came back on camera for me. It's been a long time, eh?
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
I don't like it at all.
He's like 3 drinks in. That's the only way I can get him in here. But he's a good sport. So, anyways, it is New Year's Eve. So by the time you see this, it will not be New Year's Eve, but Happy New Year's to all of you. Thank you for sending us questions. And if you want to see this guy on the channel again, you're going to have to leave comments and tell him that he's a spectacular little elf or something. And then that might draw him back out. If you call him an elf,
Only if
not.
I'm an elf.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyways, that is it. Thank you so much for checking out our video, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now, guys.